Good morning, all of you. Let's start our chapter number 6 Manufacturing Industries, Class 10, Part 4. Now, in this part, we can study about minerals based industry. Mineral based industries were such as example is iron and steel industry. These industries were very much developed in our country. These were the pictures of the factories or industries, how the iron is made up of. Now, these industries, iron and steel industries, was first unit was set up or established in 1830 in Porto Novo in Tamil Nadu state, but it was closed down due to some reasons. The modern steel industries were began in Kulti in West Bengal in 1864, and it's the largest scale of production of iron and steel industry were in uh, district of Jamshedpur, that is of Jharkhand, in 1907. So it's the largest producing of iron and steel industry in Jharkhand state. Now there are basically 10 primary integrated iron and steel plants such as Baranpur in West Bengal, Bhadravati in Karnataka, and there are also 200 decentralized units, or we can say as mini steel plants, all over the country. Now it's a, as we know that iron and steel industries are a heavy type of industry which uses heavy and bulky raw materials, namely iron ore, coal, limestone and manganese. Some of the locations where we found iron and steel industries are close proximately to its raw material area. Finished products are also heavy and bulky, hence need good transport system for distribution. Steel Authority of India, that is SAIL Limited, maintains the public sector plants of India. SAIL. SAIL. India produced more than 27 million tons of crude steel. Now, public sectors of iron and steel industries in India are managed by Steel Authority of India, that is your SAIL, and that location is of Vishakhapatnam steel plant with a coastal area of location, which is the easy mode of transportation of heavy and bulky type of products. Now, all other steel plants are located in minerals rich northeastern part of our country as well as southern part of our Indian peninsula. We can find the iron and steel industries. Now, after that iron and steel industry, aluminum smelting would be there. Now, it is the second important metallurgy industry of our country. After the iron and steel, the aluminum smelting is in second number part. Now, aluminum is universally accepted as a mineral for a large number of industries due to the flexibility of it, and it's a good conductor of heat and electricity. That's why our aluminum smelting or aluminum metal is used widely. Such examples you can see over here, the pictures of iron and steel. That aluminum will become from the bauxite rock particle, then it will process in the industries. You can see over here different aluminum products were made in the industries. Now, some popular substitutes of iron, steel, copper, zinc led in a number of different industries in our country. Now, production of 1 ton of aluminum product is approximately 6 tons of bauxite, and 18,600 kilowatt electricity is required for producing aluminium. Clear? Now, after that, aluminium metals were located in availability of bauxite area, where the bauxite metals were found. There only its industries are being set up. There are 8 aluminium plants in our country that were located in Odisha, West Bengal, Kerala, Uttar Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, Maharashtra, and Tamil Nadu states, means central eastern part of our country. Now there are total produce of 620,000 tons per annum of aluminium products. After aluminium, another important metal is your copper. Now copper smelting was set up by Indian Copper Corporation, that is in Ghatsila in Jharkhand state. The Hindustan Copper Limited took over the Indian Copper Corporation in 1972. Since then, it is the sole producer of copper in the country. Means copper smelting is not widely accepted all over the country. It's having a few areas, such as you can see over here how the copper will be made in the different industrial sector. Now it has two centers. That first one is Mahubandar near the Ghatsila in Jharkhand district, and then Khetri in Junjunu of Rajasthan state. Now copper is obtained from the mines of those districts where their smelting plants are located. Now India is a producer of 43,000 tons of copper blister, which is only half percent of the requirement, and the remaining half percent is imported from Zambia, Chile, and USA, Canada, and most other countries. Now, after these all metal industries, there were the chemical industries also found in our country, such as heavy organic chemical included sulfuric acid, nitric acid, soda, something of ash, and caustic sodas, which are required in a different procedure of heavy industries. You can see these of the chemicals product and its factory. These chemicals are used for making color, heavy organic chemicals, plastic materials, medicines. Some of the ironic chemicals, petrochemical plants were looking like this. Now, heavy organic chemicals include petrochemicals, which are used for manufacturing of synthetic fibers, synthetic rubbers, plastic, dye substances, and paracetamols, means such as medicines. These heavy organic chemicals are used for these all products. Now, inorganic chemicals industries are widely spread, while organic chemical industries are near the oil refineries found in our India, or we can say as petrochemical plants were there where the petroleum products were brought out from the earth. Now production of these of the pesticides has to contribute much to agriculture by controlling harmful insect and pesticides or weeds in the agricultural area. Now India is lead of production of paracetamols also, that is your used in the medical field. Now it contributes 14% of production of entire manufacturing sector, and its share in export is also 14% to the worldwide area. After that, after chemical industry, we can say that fertilizer industries are also important in our country. That is, first plant was set up in Ranipet in Tamil Nadu state in 1906. Now it increased the demand as a result of green revolution done during the 1960s. To its led to spread in several parts of our country. Pesticides or fertilizer industries are used basically for the agricultural process. More than half of the total production is used in Gujarat, Tamil Nadu, Uttar Pradesh, Punjab, and Kerala states. Other producers are Andhra Pradesh, Odisha, Jharkhand, Rajasthan, Bihar, Goa, Delhi, Maharashtra, Assam, Madhya Pradesh, West Bengal, Karnataka are some other states where these types of chemicals were produced. Widespread due to easy availability of natural gas. In these local areas of coastal areas, India produced about 11 million tons of nitrogenous and 4 million tons of phosphatic and 1.7 million tons of potassic fertilizers, which are required to import for potassium from abroad. After these all chemical industries, we can continue with our cement industry, which is widely used for making buildings, roads, bridges, dams, houses, factories, and many more things. Now, its manufacture requires heavy minerals or heavy materials like such as gypsum, silica, alumina, limestone. Hence, it is a raw material oriented industry. Other requirements are coal and petroleum. This is a structure of industry of cement. Now, its cement industry first plant is set up in Chennai in 1904. There are 119 large and over 300 mini plants of cement industries are there in our country. Now, total installed capacity is 131 million tons per annum as a production of cement. India produces a variety of cement such as good quality and hence a ready market in south and eastern part of Asia. Annual production of India is 100 million tons. Now, after these all industries or metals or chemicals, it require a transportation system in our country. Now, best transportation system for transporting these chemicals and minerals were railways. The train are classified into two parts: railway engines, wagons, and coaches. Railway engines are of three types: steam, diesel, and electrical engines. Got it? You can see here it is a steam engine. Second one is your diesel engine, this one diesel, and third one is your electrical engine which required electricity to run. After that, new modern type of engines were also introduced. Now diesel and electric engines are now replaced by the steam engines because they are fuel efficient and pollution free process. Engines are manufactured at Chittaranjan in West Bengal, Varanasi in Uttar Pradesh, and Jamshedpur in Jharkhand. To, to transport the different matters, these engines were also developed in factories such as Chittaranjan. Now, railways and sleepers bars are manufactured at the iron and in steel industry or in steel plants. Now, coaches are manufactured at Perambur, Bangalore, Kapurthala, and Kolkata district. Wagons are produced in privatized sector and railways shops. Such as you can see over here, railway workshops are there where wagons are manufactured. These are the wagons that is known as good trains also, yeah, malgadi. Now there are some of the richless type of wagons such as Indian palace, which are used for having tourism industry. Now, another type of transportation system was done through the road vehicles. India is second largest producer of three-wheelers, and India currently produces 15 million bicycles and 3.8 million scooters and motorcycles per year, widely spread around Delhi, Mumbai, Gurgaon, Chennai, Pune, Kolkata, Lucknow, Indore, Hyderabad, Jamshedpur, and Bangalore cities. Now, examples of such road vehicles are trucks, cars, motorcycle, and scooters. You can see the manufacturing area of these vehicles. After the roadways, there is a shipbuilding also for a transportation of huge and bulky metals and chemicals. Such requires a huge capital in shipbuilding. Five major shipbuilding centers of our country are Vishakhapatnam, Kolkata, Kochi, Mumbai, and Marmagao. All are in a public sector. Private sector of shipyards look after the local needs. You can see a large shipment buildings were there to manufacture these all ships. It required a huge amount or huge money for this. Now, maximum size of these ships that can be constructed at Kochi, Vishakhapatnam are 1 lakh deadweight tonnage of empty ships and 50,000 deadweight respectively. For repair of these ships, there are 17 dry docks in our country. Last method of transportation system is your aircraft. For defense requirement, India has developed aircraft industries at Bangalore, Koraput, Nasik, Hyderabad, Kanpur, and Lucknow cities. Each place specializes in the manufacture of certain type of aircraft. India also manufactures helicopters as an aircraft industries. You can see electronic industries are also important in our country. It covers wide range of products like transistor, television, telephone, exchanges, cellular telecoms, pagers, computers, and many more electronic devices. Looks after the need of defense equipments, railways, airways, space, flight, and meteorology department. Electronic industries are also very important. Such electronic devices were now due to the revolutionary side of life of the masses and change the country's economy and the quality of human life. India has developed both the hardware as well as software and fast growing sector of Indian economy for your electronical industries. Contributed to lot of the space technology. Electronical capacity capital of India is in Bangalore. As we can say, Bangalore is the Silicon Valley of our country. Now, major electronical goods were produced in Hyderabad, Delhi, Mumbai, Chennai, Kolkata, Kanpur, Pune, Lucknow, and Coimbatore. Software technology parks were there in 18 centers to provide single window service and high data communication facilities to software experts. Industrial pollutions and degradation of the environment is widely done due to these all industries. Now these industries create four type of pollution such as air pollution, water, land and noise pollution, which is very harmful for our environment. Air pollution causes due to the presence of higher proportion of undesirable gases coming out from this industry. Carbon monoxide and sulfur oxide were basic gases. Airborne materials consist of both solid and liquid portion or particles. Such pollutions are of dust, fumes, mist, spray, smoke, contain both type of particles. Human-made sources of pollutants are normally industrial and solid waste coming out from these industries, which directly affect our environment. You can see due to the industries so much emission deposition in the clouds, and then these all flow in the way of rain, acid rain, which also affects the land area of other part of our country. Now another pollution is your water pollution. Industry influents are discharged into the rivers, then organic or inorganic materials which pollute the water are very damaging. Then some common pollutants of water are coal, dyes, soap, pesticide, fertilizer which was produced in these industries. Principal industries that create water pollution are basic industries were paper, textile, chemical, petroleum refining, tannery or electro planting industries will affect the water pollution widely. Industrial waste containing toxic materials and pollute the land directly and water reserves. Due to the industries only, noise pollutions are widely affected in our country, such as arises the primarily from industry and means of transportation system, such caused by the industrial noise from mechanical saws and pneumatic drills. Effects were of noise pollutions are unbearable noise. It is a nuisance type to the public and cause impediment of hearing also. Hearing things were also be done. Now to measure the control of these industries, what we have to do? We have to prevent pollution such as careful planning of industries, sitting location of industries which was far off from human livelihoods areas, better design of equipments and better operations of equipment will be used for environment degradation or control of that. Major means of controlling air pollution were fuel selection, utilization. Smoke may be prevented by use of oil instead of coal in the industries, as coal produce heavy smoke in the industry. Use equipment to control aerosol emissions. Use internal separation filters, precipitors, and scrubbers. To control water pollution by industry, treatment of wastage before the discharging into rivers should be done. This can be done in three phases: primary treatment, then secondary treatment, biological way, and third one is your tertiary treatment, both in physical and biological way. By this way, we can treat the environment degradation controlled by the water. Primary treatment includes screening, grinding, focalization, and sedimentation of the water particles wastage. Treatment of water pollutants by industry in the secondary treatment involves use of biological method. And last one, recycling of wastewater is very much needed in this. Control of soil and land pollution would also be done through the collection of wastage from the different places, dumping and depositing these waste by the landfilling area only, where human or any livelihood will not be live. Recycling of waste for the further use is very important for mankind. This was our chapter number 6 of manufacturing industries. Thank you.